So have you ever remembered something, but you can't really differentiate if this is just a memory from your past or just an imagination of yourself? Like for example, suppose or remember a soccer game of your favorite team that you had and a very tough loss that you experienced it. Now imagine if in the last minute your player actually scored a goal to win the game and everyone's happy. If you think about it a little bit, you will notice that it feels right. You only know that this actually happened because you know it really happened. But if you didn't know that you actually lost the game, this imagination will feel like a real memory for yourself. And this is because memory and imagination are deeply entwined. Matter in fact, they share the same brain area, which is the hippocampus. The hippocampus is responsible for creating and keeping your memories, while the amygdala is responsible for keeping the emotions you felt on these memories. Now a little exercise. Think about a random student in class, studying, but in class. Most probably you will imagine the students with some characteristic of memory you had, being something that was close or related to the class you had when you were students, being the background, the table, or what you basically think about a class that you had. So the memory is the building blocks for your imagination. Everything that you remember will cause your imagination to be shaped into it and create the image through your memory. And even in dreams, 50% of your dreams contains at least one element for your memory. And also, dream is very connected into imagination. Okay, so most people only think of memory usually from something from the past or what's already happened. But actually, it can help you to shape your future and future plans. This is a prospective memory. The prospective memory is responsible for you to planning future possible outcomes and what may happen to yourself. Like when you're doing a job interview, what does your brain do? It makes you remember every similar scenario, environments that you had that was similar to this job interview and make you think about what could happen. Think, oh, if this happened the last time, this will probably happen again. Making you think, making your decision, making your plan, all based on past memories. And also on emotional memories, which is basically the prospective memory, but more in social situations, like when a student or someone felt humiliated and embarrassed on public stage. The next time you have an opportunity to be on stage, he will most probably, almost certainly, remember this experience that he had and be afraid, be feared to do it again, because this memory is holding you back to it. But your brain is only trying to protect yourself. It gives you this memory, this bad experience you have in order to protect yourself because your brain only wants to be comfortable. Your brain wants to be in its comfort zone and not make you cause stress or be in risks or make something that you really don't want to do. So it's protecting yourself from being afraid. And our brain also shares memory imagination from a very specific network that it shares the both, which is called default mode network. That happens when you're daydreaming, when you're reflecting, or even when you're in sleep. And basically it gets a memory and improves it, like an old photo that you have, and you basically color, add more details, so it gets a memory of yours, and it adds details, it adds characteristics, elements, and emotions to it to make you more impactful. So even if this memory is not 100% accurate and this is not what really happened, your brain tricks yourself and makes this memory like the best scenario or the best possible outcome that could have. So what should we do with this information? So there's three things that we should think about when we remember something and we basically going to plan future new things. First, you need to be aware. You need to be aware that every decision you make, everything you do, every clothes you choose to wear, every word you choose to say, every response to conversation is all based on memories. So you need to think about that. Everything that you do is based on what you have passed, on past experiences, and on what you have gone through. And this, everything is going to shape what we think about the world, think about everything. And also, question yourself. When your brain makes you remember about something bad that happened to you, and it makes you be afraid that it will happen again, question yourself if you are the same person, if you have ever changed, if you are really going to do that again. Because you change, really. And last, make a conscious imagination. So when your brain gets you into this bad memory of yourself, think about all the positive and possible outcomes that are positive that may happen to you. Think about all the good things, about the happiness, about everything that could happen of good to you. Because again, everything that you think, everything that you plan of the future is based on what happened to yourself. So if you think of positive things that may happen to you, you can trick your brain to thinking that this will happen. Because your brain, it acts throughout things that are good, throughout things that are of comfort to you. So if you feel comfortable to doing this, you will feel good. For example, when you once studied all day for a test and you failed this test, your brain will make you think, oh, the last time I did it, I failed a test, so I won't study again. I'm not capable. I'm not good enough. But if you think positively, if you think that, okay, this will everything happen good, it probably will happen. It will make you feel more comfortable, less afraid, and less feared about what would happen. Oh, and that's basically it. So every time you think about something, every time you plan future possibilities, know that this memory impacts everything on your future possibilities, your future scenarios, future imagination, and everything of your world, basically.